All right, the new play, Pretty Perfect Lives, takes audiences into the future and into the lives of two influencers.
And this social media power couple, they are put to the test. Joining us this morning, we have two cast members from the show, Lail and Zane Phillips. Two perfect people. the pretty people.
I didn't know this was happening.
I'm blushing. This show sounds so cool because it's based off of the lives of influencers, right? We're all intrigued by these influencer lives. And then there's like a sci-fi component.
Yes.
Talk to us about it.
It's basically if you took something like Black Mirror and applied it to our current sort of TikTok TikTok era, I guess you could call it. And so essentially, we get to explore how people separate their lives from the internet and how they often don't do that.
Now, your characters are influencers.
Yes.
I mean, tell me about the characters.
Well, I play Tiffany and Zane plays Tucker, so we're Tiffany and Tucker.
Perfect names.
Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, we're meant to be.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's we kind of represent this sort of platonic ideal of a cisgender heterosexual couple, and we're lifestyle influencers. So the idea is, we show people our lives, and that is our brand. That is our product.
That's interesting because you mentioned Tiffany and Tucker. Carefully curated names from a perfect world, but things are not so perfect behind the scenes.
No. They're addicted to social media.
Yeah.
So how can it be perfect? And what's really interesting about our characters is the way they operate even outside of, the camera. They're still parroting what they are learning on social media. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that in your lives where you're like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to speak, and everyone starts speaking that way, or a trend happens and everyone's demure and cutesy, and suddenly, and suddenly that's how everyone speaks.
Yeah.
And they're the same way. They're greatly influenced, if not almost entirely influenced by social media.
Yeah.
Right.
And Zane, you kind of touched on it. It's like the separation, and where do you separate it? Like where the lines are so blurred. But the themes in this story, they cover sex, identity, internet addiction. Let's talk about these themes and how relatable they are.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we can all relate to the fact that social media has come up and it's taken on such a crazy form, and it kind of happened without any of us really realizing it. You know what I mean? Like we went from the MySpace to the Facebook to the Instagram to the TikTok, and slowly and incrementally our lives have been exposed to more and more people, and yet we are having much more individual closed-off experiences.
It makes you think because there's so many of us that are addicted to the internet. I mean, could you guys imagine life without the internet? I mean,
She's like, what is that?
Yeah.
Why?
For me, I couldn't imagine life without Google Maps.
Yeah.
As a New Yorker or just anywhere. But you know what I was talking to Zane about? We were talking about the beauty of this play is that it's about something that is so, relevant in our lives today. But theater is the antithesis of social media in a lot of ways because it's such a community experience. It's a collective experience that you're having in real time with humans, face to face, and your energy is connected. And
because for 90 minutes, we aren't connected to the internet. For 90 minutes, we are connected to each other and to the audience.
And the audience is connected to the stage and not, several different blocks on an Explorer page.
Absolutely. We are 10 feet in front of them. We are, if not closer.
Yeah, it's really cool because it's still escapism, but it's still intimate at the same time, so it's perfect. I am curious though, what is your favorite social media platform of choice? What is just you can't get off of it, you scroll. Is it TikTok, is it Instagram, is it Snapchat? If we're still Snapchatting, are we still Snapchatting?
I don't know. I never Snapchatted.
Right.
I was like, that's not gonna last. That can't last.
No.
It's lasting.
And it's lasting, I don't know. I cannot get rid of Twitter. And I don't post on Twitter, but people act in a unique way on Twitter, and I can't let that go.
Now, Elizabeth, you've played quite a few roles. Many fans know you from the Netflix series You, which is, I guess, up on its final season. What did you enjoy about the series?
Well, the best part about the series are the people. You know, it's just like anything in life. I love working with Zane on this play. I loved working with Penn on You. We just had the best time, and I'm so excited for fans to see the final season and what's going to happen.
And as an actor,
I know.
and I would say,
I love having this information.
and I would say, as an actor, being employed is great.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yes.
Love employment. Love
Yes,
employment.
we love it.
Not know.
Did you ever think that it would be as widely popular as it is?
I did not. You know, you never know what a job is going to be, and I've had, you know, such varied experiences job to job. So I had no idea, and anytime anyone comes to see the play or anyone watches the show, that's just the icing on top of the cake of, you know, my love for the craft.
Yeah. Is it Tiff and Tucker?
Yes, Tiffany and Tucker.
Tiffany and Tucker.
Tiffany.
You guys have a spark. I have a really good feeling about this show, Tiffany and Tucker. Zane and Elizabeth, thank you so much for being with us.
Appreciate it.
You guys are awesome. Again, performances for Pretty Perfect Lives runs through September 8th at the Flea Theater.